My name's Martine Kinloch and I'm the manager of the Coast and Marine Program for the Kangaroo Island Natural Resources Management Board. Our program has responsibility for monitoring and managing coastal and marine natural resources on Kangaroo Island. So that covers quite a lot of territory. We've got 450 kilometres of coastline, about 3 nautical miles of state waters. So that's a fair bit of territory that we have to cover. We're only able to achieve any success with this as a result of the partnerships that we formed with a number of different groups, whether they be government agencies or community organisations, local businesses and industries, the fishing and aquaculture industries, for example, but also things like the penguin tour operators on the island. We've got really close connections with all of those, and they help out us a lot in developing our projects and providing a lot of the useful person power to actually get some things done on the ground. We focus on quite a few different projects. We have major work around monitoring the health of seagrass and reef systems around the island. We've had a history of seagrass loss on Kangaroo Island, so we are undertaking some restoration projects, some trials to see if we can try and bring back some of the seagrass that we've lost. This is fairly new technology, so it's a pretty exciting project. It's very developmental, and part of it involves taking out a whole lot of sand-filled hessian bags to put on the seafloor to act as artificial substrate for seagrass seedlings. And we've had a great deal of help, for example, from the rock lobster fishing industry on Kangaroo Island, which has allowed us to use their vessels to take these bags out. You know, we're talking maybe 500 bags each at 25 kilos each, so that's a lot of weight. We can't get that in our Zodiac. So if we didn't have good support from the local fishing industry, we wouldn't be able to achieve those aims. We also do a lot of work around penguins. We've got large penguin colonies on Kangaroo Island, which are regionally very important, particularly in light of the fact that penguin colonies are declining around the state. So we work with the local penguin tour operators to apply for national parks grants and things to do some important research around our penguins and find out where they're going, for example, when they go to sea on their foraging expeditions, and see whether there's any interaction with any of the other penguin colonies in the region. So we also do things like beach litter surveys, reef watch events where we go out and eradicate marine pests, and all of those things require a lot of labour, and we'd be unable to do any of those if we had to rely entirely on our own resources. We're only a small program of 3 people. So getting 60 to 70 people to come and help us pick up beach litter or count penguins or remove pests is really the secret to our success. One thing that we have found, the community does provide us with a great deal of assistance and support, but in return they appreciate, we find, the professional direction that we're able to offer as scientists. We're able to provide a scientific framework, apply proper scientific methods to the work that we're doing, so that we can turn basically a feel-good community event into a proper scientific data gathering exercise and collect data from year to year in a consistent way so that it can actually be used to report on trends in natural resources on the island. And we've got 5 years time series of data, for example, on the abundance of penguins in the Kingscote colony, and that's really robust data that we can use to say something about what is actually happening with that colony and not just rely on anecdotal information.